Okay, peeps. Next question comes in from Dave. Can you give me an example of getting a coaching client results quickly? Okay, so first of all, loaded question. Like, where would I start? But let me give you a little trick that I've used. It's worked very, very well. Take on a new coaching client, and this is going to enter, consulting for sure, but at the end of the day, I got to get my clients results quickly, or at the 90-day mark, they're going to be waving goodbye to you. Okay, so here's what I do. The client made $100,000 last year, hypothetically. They've got 20% profit margins. Okay, so on one of our very early coaching calls or consultations where we're sitting down, I get them to pull out 3 months of credit card statements. We go through those with a fine tooth and comb and just look at everything. We're trying to find every single way that they could lessen their expenses. Like, let's say hypothetically, they sell hot tubs for a living. Okay, instead of buying hot tubs from the guys down the road, let's look into small towns. Let's look at, possibly importing from Asia, which you may or may not favor. That's fine. But look at these types of things. Look at buying in quantity as opposed in onesies, twosies. Take advantage of things like discounts. Like sometimes if you pay up front, they'll give you a 5% discount as opposed to, 60-day terms and whatnot. So basically, we're going to go through everything and we're going to find every conceivable way we can to minimize their expenses. Now, I'm guessing you guys already know this, but you will be able to find them 10% savings without question. Okay, so a moment ago, they're making $100,000. They got 20% margins. Let's say that you find them an extra 10%. So their margins just went from 20 to 30%. Correct? Okay, well, they were making $100,000 a minute ago, and my very poor math skills and failing grade 8, by the way, math. Okay, so told me that, the guy made $100,000 last year. He made a 10% improvement. Well, I guess now he's making $110,000. That's not what happened, guys. When you go from 20 to 30% margin, that's not a 10% increase, that's a 50% increase, okay? So this particular client was making $100,000 a minute ago. He's now making $150,000. You're charging him $1,000 to $2,000 a month. Well, $50,000, if you're $2,000 a month, that's $24,000 a year. You've paid your 12-month fees within days of meeting this guy. Here's another little trick that I use. I basically explained to them, look, I have a way that I'm going to be able to put $50,000 in your jeans over the next 12 months, guaranteed. I normally delay that process for about 6 months because, frankly, I'm in the job of retaining my coaching clients, and I want you to be a coaching client for a long time to come. So I'll make a deal with you. If I can find you $50,000 within 30 days of today, so us sitting down and basically going through the process, will you agree under no circumstances, no matter how overwhelmed, no matter how good my coaching is and how busy you get and all the new clients, will you agree to 100% not cancel my coaching agreement for a minimum of 12 months? Do we have an agreement there? Shake their hand, say thank you over the phone. Now you go into this and you've got a gentleman's agreement with your coaching client that you're not going anywhere for 12 months. Because guess what ends up happening? You guys know this. You're a good coach. Your clients get busy. They get overwhelmed. They can't keep up. And you do such a fabulous job that you lose your coaching clients. It's the way it works. The way it worked for me. It's the way it works for you. It's the way it worked for the other coaches. That's a beautiful little secret to minimize that effect. So guys, I hope that helped. Again, if you know a coach who needs this information, ping them down below in the comment section and be watching for the Six Figure Coach magazine. The next edition is coming out soon. See you guys.